It's Friday night, the weekend's here. We're talking about some action figures. There's 3 to get through, so let's kick it off tonight. The Toy Talk Guide is 3 Figure Fridays, yeah. The Toy Talk Guide is 3 Figure Fridays, yeah.
We're starting off with Nord from the Waterworld series by Kenner. A misunderstood movie spawns a misunderstood toy line. Judge me, I don't care, I love the movie. I also love the figures, and Nord is no exception. He was a higher ranking villain within the Smoker Army, and carried himself as a brute. The figure translates well enough, and I've always liked his makeshift cannon with 2 flavors of missiles. But let's be real, the mutant crab figure steals the spotlight. Before I saw the movie as a kid, these little sea creatures that came with every figure caught my eye on the store shelf, and I'm like, what's going on there? Funny enough, for anyone that's seen the movie, you know there were hardly any mutant creatures in it at all, and they had very little to do with the plot, so we got pretty spoiled here. Tombstone Tackle was one of my favorites from the Haunted Humans line. These all uniquely transformed from a person to a monster, and this football player was no exception. If you run down the 6 standard figures released, you might notice that this guy was the only one who had posable legs, interestingly enough. This is probably due to his action feature. Bend him over on all 4s, push his head down, and his back turns into a giant monster jaw. Absolutely loved his football monster uvula. Take a look at this guy and tell me he doesn't remind you of a cross between the infamous Who Framed Roger Rabbit dip scene and the Rugrats Halloween episode where they're eating Reptar bars. I wonder if anyone actually bought this figure just to play with him as a football player. Jackhammer was one of 4 junk bots released in the Crash Dummies line. These bots were only concerned with destroying the Crash Dummies using their ram weapons and building more junk bots. As a kid, I tended to favor these guys over the Dummies for a number of reasons. Firstly, I just think they all look great. The idea is that they were built from junked cars and stolen Crash Dummy parts. I'm definitely here for that. Secondly, as much as I like the exploding features in the Dummies, the junk bots didn't have that. This feature tended to fail over time, so you were usually left with torsos having just 1 or 2 working appendages. In comparison, these guys have managed to stand the test of time, so it begs the question, has evil succeeded in the Crash Dummy universe? Did you ever want these, have these, or hate any of these guys? Let us know and be sure to tune in next Friday for 3 more figures. If you need more Toy Talk Guys action, take a look at some of our other videos, and please be sure to check out our podcast. Just search Toy Talk Guys in your podcast app of choice, or click on one of our links in the video description below. Thanks for watching.